Hello, welcome to the 12 o'clock high noon with Shadowhawk Talks. Today we're going to be doing a slightly shortened review. I planned on doing Black and White Volume 2 and High Octane supplemental book for Black and White, but I had a really rough week at work this last week, and my back is murdering me. So I almost decided to cancel the show today. So what we're gonna do instead is have a nice little chat when some guests get here, and go over the supplemental High Octane from Art Thibert. This is the supplemental from campaign number 2 of uh, Black and White, Mr. Art Thibert and Pamela Thibert's project. We have our good friend Von Klaus on writing chores, the awesome illustrator and cartoonist Pedro Ang Sacedo, who is an amazing artist, providing the art on this one. It's edited by Pamela T. Bear, cover by Pedro, letters by Mr. Eric Weathers, of course, and created by Art and Pamela T. Bear. Both a couple of lovely people in the comics book community, and I love what they do and how they do it. They've got wonderful attitudes. Art's daughter, I can't think of her name right now. Is it Amy? I think it's. I'm not. Ah, but she's also an amazing artist. I've got some of her original artwork on my wall. All right, so wait and see if anybody comes in. Um, if nobody comes to join me, then we'll just go over the comic and call it a day. I don't know if anyone's gonna make it or not, but come on, guys, please back up your old hawk. Come on, get in here. Uh, I got a couple of things I want to talk about, and I got nobody to talk to, so I'm not good at just throwing it out there in the breeze and answering my own questions. I really like. I have some questions. Um, One of them, and here's something that I was interested in talking about. The whole age ism, what do you call the way eras of comic books are broken up: the golden age, the silver age, the bronze age. Um, and I think some people have tried to install copper age, and then there's what's a new age, modern age. It all confuses me. I don't know where the dates begin and end. I've heard many different stories from many different people. Oh, hey, owner. I see you in the chat, buddy. Awesome. Thank you for coming. Pop in here if you could. Uh, if not, that's all right. It's all good. Uh, yeah, it's been a really rough week, and my back is completely locked up. I'm sitting here with a heating pad on the lower back, and just trying to survive at the moment. It's just really sucky when you're in pain. Um, but we shall sally forth. Let's see if anybody else that I invited pops up in here. Rex Hex and Apex aren't doing the show this week, are they? Over? I thought that was last week. I don't know. I sent Rex the link, but he's probably sleeping. Oh, yeah. I don't know how late he was up. He didn't work last night, but you know, he may have been streaming late. Um, Anywho, what else? What else? What else? Recent stuff. Watching the Rippaverse fall continually is kind of cool. Um, I feel bad for our good buddy John Dillard with the Yellow Flash book. Not doing as well as everybody had thought it would, but you know that's a subject for another way too, another time, I guess too, because I think Yellow Flash did that shit to himself. You know, he turned on CG, he killed the chat room where a lot of people were making contacts and you know doing good things. Was not the smartest move before you launch a campaign. That's all I could say. And let me welcome to the stage our good friend and always welcome, Mr. Elder Daniels. How you doing, sir?
Pretty good. I'm doing pretty good, Shadow.
Good
Glad
to
to
see
be.
you, brother. Good to see you. So, you've been through a bunch of storms. I got some up here the other night too.
Actually, they missed us, brother. We
Oh
had a
no,
little
shit! You
rain.
dodged them, huh?
That's about all we got.
Holy crap, dude! I went to sleep Thursday night. Um, right before yesterday morning. Woke up yesterday morning. I slept like a baby, dude. But I love I sleep in thunderstorms. It's like something about it. Ever since I was a kid, I just
Oh
sleep
yeah,
good when it's raining.
I
So I
like
didn't hear a damn thing, dude. I woke up in the morning, went to drive into work, and there's tree limbs down and shit all over the
it.
road. I'm like, what
Whoa,
I was
whoa.
dodging crap on the highway. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Glad you didn't wake up with one in your house stuck in there.
Yeah, I mean, because, dude, I'm telling you, that's what it's gonna take for me to wake up. Is like a tree
Yeah,
limb coming through the roof,
rain,
and it's like,
rain
oh
hit
shit,
you.
yeah,
Rain hit you on the
getting rained
face.
on. Why am I wet?
Wait.
Did I just wet the bed? Shit.
Wow, man.
Oi, oi, Carrie said, like, good afternoon, love. Well, actually, it's almost dinner time for Carrie. 6 p.m. out there in England.
Oh, what are we
Oi,
having
oi.
for dinner?
I don't know. Carrie dropped a message in the chat last night. I forget where it was. I think it was the 4 o'clock. And be right back. Shadow has polluted the atmosphere. Her cat must have farted.
Oh yeah, SBD.
Yeah. Oh, dude, kitty farts are bad too, and they're
Oh, your
stinking.
eyes start watering, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not good, man. But it's not their fault. They eat that crazy cat food that's got all that fish and stuff.
Wait till you got a big old bull mastiff and he lets one loose, man. The whole house, you're just like, oh gosh, you go outside.
Oh God. Yeah,
Woo.
my dog is good for one every now and again too. She's sweet most
Not
of the
all
time,
the
but
time. Yeah, not all the
no,
time, but
every
love.
once in a while she'll let one out. She's still funny though, man, because she's young enough where it farts and it surprises her, so she looks back at her own
Yeah,
butt like, "What the
that's
hell?"
that's mine. I'm talking about Tessa. She was an old girl. She was real old when we got her. You know.
Oh,
And we let her ride out the last 5 years of her life with us, and she enjoyed it.
oh,
So
there you go.
she was a
Yeah,
good one.
nothing wrong with a good old dog. Hey, Marv, there you are, buddy. What's
So
happening? Oh, Marv doing a double unboxing today. All right, sounds good, Marv. Hey, if you can join us, buddy, jump on. You're always welcome. I think I sent you the link earlier. I'm pretty sure I did. But anyway, I decided to abbreviate the show a little bit. We're not going to go through the main book of Black and White, Volume 2 this time. We're going to go through the High Octane supplemental story that was done by Pedro Ang and Von Klaus. Von Klaus is the writer of uh, many projects in CG now, but the one that I think most people will know him for at the moment is Monster MD, which, if you haven't gotten it, go check that out. That is good, old school action, fun, spectacular comic book work. It's just, I mean, I forget how many pages that first one was. It was like 64 or something. And I read through it the first time in under 30 minutes. It was just, I
wow.
mean, I was just so involved in the story, and the art is absolutely fantastic. I can't think of the artist's name right at the moment on the first one. Let me take a pause here, and we will invite on the one, the
Oh
only Omer.
What's going
What's
on,
happening,
gentlemen?
buddy?
Hey,
yeah.
I'm having some lunch, so that's why it took me a little bit
Oh,
to
well,
Mm,
everybody
get here.
needs
yeah, no
lunch.
problem, bro. What you having for lunch?
I made myself some eggs with some picadillo salsa on the side and ham
Huevos
and some
ranchero.
basically huevos rancheros and some cheese quesadillas.
Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah, hell yeah.
Hmm.
Man, I should
I
be at
drove,
your house this morning.
I drove
And
down to
no, Carrie,
Jack's.
Mama Hawk is not home. So no, I'm still on my phone, sweetheart. I'm working on getting the laptop going, but it's been a nightmare. Um, if I
Yeah,
think I'm gonna
Carrie,
have to buy a whole
I'm
different
on
laptop.
laptops. Yeah, I got
Well,
a 7
the wife
Pro.
bought me one last
Well, not
year,
laptop.
but um, she's got like one of those. I forget what it's called. But she buys, it's like one of the magazine things, and they send to you every month, and then you can make like $12 payments on shit. Um, I can't think of an example of the name right now.
Like a Dell or something, like a gateway or
Yeah,
what?
well, I don't know, but she found it in this magazine where she can get it cheap and make payments, and bought it for me with
Right.
a
Mm-hmm.
little a mic and all that stuff.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
problem is the laptop that they sold her, and then the streaming kit that they sold her are not compatible, and I don't even think the laptop has Bluetooth on it. So I can't plug in the mic that I got that came with the kit. I can't just hook it up through Bluetooth on a different setup. So I may just have to get a whole nother different laptop and start from scratch. I don't know what to do with the one I've got. I mean, right now I just got the wife and the girls using it because I can't do shit with it that I want to do. So it's
Mhm.
like, so I'm on my phone still, but that should be changing soon. Hopefully, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been a rough year already, man, and it's only what May. God, dog, dude.
Just get yourself an iPad like Elsie. He didn't have any problems doing all of this stuff. He does it all through an iPad or like a tablet.
Fuck that shit, dude. I don't have any Apple products.
Well,
This is
it's not an iPad. It's an
it's an
Android.
Android. This is an
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Android.
Is that
yeah.
just
It's
a what do you
It's a
call it? Not a laptop, but a
yeah, a
tablet.
tablet. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's just $100 tablet, man.
There
Oh
you go.
shit. All right,
Yeah,
bro. You're good. You're
$100.
I
well.
just
You
plugged
You
it
can
got
reach
what
in.
him.
brand is it? Els, what do you got?
Uh, let me look. How about if I afterwards I'll text you everything I can find out about
There
it.
you go. Yeah, that'll
Start
work. Yeah, yeah.
messing around. I'll
So,
probably
Elsie, did you have you backed any of Art Bear's projects, the black and white books?
I don't know.
No. How about
If
you,
they
Omar?
send me a link, if you send me a
Yeah, I
link,
got volume 1 and
good.
2.
Did it? Okay. Did you get the Pedro the supplemental with volume 2?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got Pedro's Wang. Yeah,
Yeah.
supplemental. Hmm.
High octane, dude. I
Hmm.
just read through it for the first time today. Actually, I didn't even realize I hadn't fucking read it yet. And
Yeah,
God,
I'm gonna
dude,
be
it's good
honest. I
stuff,
haven't read
man.
either one of them, but it looks good.
Yeah.
Like I flipped through them all, and they look good. I
Mm?
will. I only have one complaint about our T-Bear stuff in both volume 1 and 2 is the
Uh.
stato images that he uses. Like it's a premium book. You shouldn't be statting anything at all. Uh, and just redraw the freaking panel. Like I don't care if it looks exactly the same. Like there's gonna be minute differences, but you shouldn't be like dropping in copied panels, like copy paste panels. Like you should be drawing every single panel. Like for a premium book, the hell with that. What? Why is Art doing that? You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
and so
Does
he's
that make sense?
reusing some of the panels from the original release. Is that what you're saying?
No, no, no. He's like statting images. So like when you create like an animatic and you're just like taking out the word balloon or whatever from like the right panel to the left panel, sorry, to the right panel, and like you
Okay.
just copy the image and put it in the same panel. That's called a
Hmm.
stat image, right? And he
Okay.
does
Yeah.
that like he does that twice in volume 2, and I think he does it like 2 or 3 times in volume 1. And then just like
Really? Okay. So
yeah,
I I'm not familiar with that term, so I don't know if I even noticed that
like
happened.
when you
There
repeat
may.
the same image. It's like when an artist does a page and say it's like the top panel and then just repeat that same top panel all the way down and then like
Oh,
say
right,
they
right,
they try
right. Yeah, and they just
move
make
it
like little tiny changes to it or whatever.
right. If they change it at all. Well, he
Right.
does that
Okay.
2 or 3 times in both books, and it's
Really?
just like, why are you doing that? And
I'm gonna
like,
have to look closer at it when I read through it again because
you're
I
getting
gotta
a
read through.
premium product. There should be no statoed images. You should just like draw both
Yeah,
panels and make them a little bit different. Like they don't have to be
dude,
exactly the same.
I'm really surprised that Art was even doing that because I mean I've got so much original art from him, layout pages, all that kind of stuff, dude. I backed all of his
Yeah.
campaigns heavy, and he was
And I'm not
giving
trying to
away.
knock him. I'm just saying like that's the only thing that I didn't like about
I
it.
you
But
know I
everything
mean
else
I
is
get it,
cool.
and it's probably just a time saving thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but yeah,
And
I get your point. When you're paying for a premium book, just yeah, fucking draw that shit, dude. Don't
Mm-hmm.
because
well, I
I
think what I
now
always
I
say,
don't know, but I don't think Ethan does that shit. I haven't seen him like reuse any images.
He's done it too. Yeah, he does it too.
Has he?
well,
Okay.
Yeah,
Homer, it's
yeah, yeah.
one of those things, brother, that I wouldn't catch. You could catch immediately. Shadow might catch it, but like you said, the common reader might not even notice.
Well,
Yeah,
and
it's
I may have noticed it and been like,
Little,
you know,
a little flitch, yeah, like you said, and you just move on.
right?
yeah.
'Kay,
But
yeah, and I probably did notice, that something on the page it was just like, and then didn't moved on
yeah,
to the next page.
You know,
process
I
it.
think Ethan's maybe done it one time in one of the modern day Cyber Frog books, but that's it. Like I don't. He doesn't do it very often, but I think he has done it at least once in the current Cyber Frog books.
It could
But it
Huh?
be,
wasn't a big
Okay.
deal, you know.
convenience might
Right.
be the
I mean, well, I could see maybe, yeah, it might have been a flashback to, like one of the
Yeah,
like
like
Blood Honey or
flashback.
something. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Mar Pikachu salsa. Ooh, sounds spicy.
Ooh, yeah.
it
well. I
it
hadn't
Yeah,
electrifies
I
your
have
tongue.
laptops. I
Pikachu.
have desktops, but I mainly run like all my streaming stuff off of Surface Pro 4. It's I
You
think
know
it's
what, dude?
20
I'm just gonna go
2023.
with a tablet. Fuck it. It sounds like that's the
Yeah,
easy
do what
way.
else he's doing. He seems like he never has any problems. Like so,
Bro, I mean, he has a
he's got
audio
a big
issues every
screen.
once in a while,
but I put
but I
headphones
mean
in.
that's the
I,
biggest thing I've ever noticed.
but I started wearing these headphones, and I ain't had hardly any with you.
Yeah, and
So
you ain't had no audio issues either. Yeah. Hey, oh,
Yeah,
PBR Street
I
Gang
have
in the
those
chat.
exact same headphones. Those are Samsung headphones, right, Elsie? From
my
your phone?
wife had them. My wife had them.
Oh, well, I have exact similar ones, and I haven't ever since I switched to these. I haven't had any problems with audio issues. But StreamYards itself has given me audio issues.
Well,
Yeah, StreamYard's all. I
they
don't
had
know
with
what
these
the fuck they've
headphones.
been doing lately. Everything's goofy,
Will switch
and they're
occasionally.
and they're charging us twice as much for everything being
Yeah.
fucked up, which doesn't make any sense. But dude, I got these uh open ear bone conduction headphones. Have you
Oh
guys
yeah.
heard about that or tried them?
No, but
I put
yeah,
those
I've heard
on
of
and
them.
it solved all my echo issues and everything, and any me having to jump out and come back in. But fucking Rex
Mhm.
don't like the way it sounds. He says it changes the way I sound. So he'd rather have me on there without fucking headphones
You
and
wearing
wait
them
for me to
Oh, is
start
that what you're
echoing.
wearing right now?
now?
No, I don't even have mine right now. I'm open air. But when I
Well,
see that's the weird thing too is the only time I ever get that echo shit is when I'm on stream with Rex. It doesn't
It's
happen
because
when I'm
it's
live
because
streaming.
it's because Rex doesn't have. He's not using headphones, so you're coming in through his computer speakers,
Uh
and
huh.
he has a microphone. So whenever you talk, his speakers pump
Oh,
your
his
voice out,
microphone is
and
picking
his
me up.
microphone is picking you up, and it's creating the echo loop on the feedback. And
Ah,
I mean, he should have headphones like me and LZ, and that would
now
solve that.
isn't like a noise filter or whatever on your mic supposed to
There's
stop that shit?
there's noise
So
cancellation. Yeah, maybe Rex doesn't
yeah,
have it on. I don't know.
yeah, I don't
Well,
even know
it's
if Rex knows about it.
it's usually automatically on StreamYards,
I
so
would think,
you
yeah,
can turn
yeah.
it off.
But yeah, I mean, I was having a great time for like 2 days. I had the bone conduction ones. I didn't have to pop in and off, and then Rex hit me backstage. He's like, "Dude, I don't know what you're doing, but you don't sound right." And blah blah blah. I don't like it. I was like, "Well, we didn't have any echo issues." Yeah, I don't care. You can pop out and come back in. Well, it's a pain in the ass for me, buddy. I'm sorry, but I hate that shit when I gotta fucking go relog in, fucking
Um,
close everything down, come. I you got to do that 2 or 3 times in a stream. It's just like fuck it, I'm done. You know?
when you when you have those headphones on, you sound like you're underwater. I know what he's talking about. Yeah, you don't sound very
Oh,
clear.
really?
That's the problem. Yeah, that was the problem.
Uh,
I mean, you sound
see,
like
I
a little
wouldn't
bit
think.
far away, so I
Well,
don't
why would
know
it?
why.
I don't know why they would interfere with my microphone. 'Cause the problem I got with this phone ever since I got it is
Uh-huh.
this fucking microphone is way too sensitive on this phone. It picks up fucking every bit of background, even with noise cancellation and everything on. It picks up everything. You guys hear the birds tweeting, and they're fucking outside.
Hmm.
I'm not outside. I'm in my house. You can still hear the birds tweet.
That's awesome.
I'm surprised.
Well, it's a
You
phone,
know,
right? It's made to handle voices and sounds, right?
I guess.
That's
I
why
mean,
it's
but
so
yeah,
good.
it picks up
But
fucking everything.
here's the other thing, Shadow. Rex can adjust your audio and mic settings, and he doesn't. Like he can go in and lower it so it's not
Yeah.
so loud.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're always way louder than he is. I'm like, why is
Really?
Shadow shouting? And I know you're not shouting, but you're way
Oh
louder
shit,
than he
dude! I
is.
never even realized that. You gotta say something in the chat. Let Rex know. 'Cause, I mean,
No,
can I do
I figure he can't hear you because he's so old.
anything?
That's what I always thought. Like, I don't think he can hear you. That's why he's like, I love it. You sound so much better, Shadow,
Glad
because
you
he can't
said.
hear you, and he doesn't know how to turn up the volume on his hearing aid.
Oh shit! Oh god damn it!
You wouldn't
I'm
want to
only
hear.
a couple of years behind him, Homer. Jesus God! Oh, that's funny shit though.
And then he complains that Elsie doesn't talk loud enough on his microphone end. So I'm like, Elsie has really good hearing, and he don't give a crap.
Yeah, but LZ is a little low sometimes on his
Yeah, no, he
mic.
is. You are
But
Elsie. You talk
again,
really soft,
I didn't know Rex
but
could.
Elsie
All
doesn't
right,
care.
so
Elsie doesn't care.
so where do you go? So you hit the more in your StreamYard and then go to what settings or whatever, and you can control like the mic
Yeah,
volumes
you can
coming
control
in.
everybody's. Yeah, you go to
Wow.
Oh, fuck. Okay,
is it
awesome.
settings?
That's good to know. I'm still
Wait,
learning all
wait,
this stuff, man.
wait. What do you go to?
I'm sitting here observing, trying to learn what I can.
Yeah. I was hoping Eric was going to come in today. He sent me a message last night. Me and him were going back and forth a little bit about the ages, uh, comics, Golden Age, Silver Age, Copper Age, all that kind of stuff. And
Well, maybe you can't. Maybe you can't. I could have
Eric
swore
is
you
probably
could.
going to
Does he want to see some
buy a bunch
comics?
of old Malibu.
Show him some comics if that's what he
Sure,
wants.
Elsie, we can see some comics. Hell yeah. But so yeah, I
What's
guess
Marv talking about? You can't fart, and that sucks.
what?
That would suck bad.
You can't.
You can't fart, and that sucks. Who's he replying to? Marv says, as long as you don't sound gay, you're okay.
There you go. Oh,
Oh
if
shoot, that's
you're
funny.
talking about Restream, Marv, the reason Rex only did a couple on there, and because I can't get in there off of my phone, it kicks me like every 3-4 minutes. Um, so he did a few when he had to because he was out of StreamYard time and waiting for it to renew. Um, anyway, Eric streamed last night talking about Gun Force, says Carrie. Awesome, yeah.
Hey,
That
Shadow.
I might have. I don't know. I got home from work yesterday. I was in a lot of pain, so I took some meds and had me a few bourbons, and didn't feel any pain by about 8 o'clock, and
That's
went to bed
good.
early.
Good.
So I may have been commenting in Eric's chat. Anyway, I had a message from him this morning, and I was like, "Yeah, dude, that shit always confuses me. I'd like to talk about it." And so I know Rex has talked about it, and he seems to think he's the authority on what the Golden Age is, Silver Age, Copper Age. what dates they ran from, but I've heard so many different people talk about
Oh
this
yeah,
shit.
Well,
there's
things
an official
change.
guide to it though by the price guide or whatever it's called. It's got
Oh,
the
from
exact date.
what's
Yeah.
the
So I don't know why these people come up with their own idea of when they think the golden age is, the copper age, and
yeah, and then
the
was
modern
Let me
there
age.
ask you guys. Let me
modern
ask you
age?
a
Yeah,
question.
where the fuck does modern age start? Is that like after image? How
Where does this lie, Shadow? Okay, think about how 1982 is. Okay,
okay?
how old is that?
Uh,
1886,
from
44.
everything I've heard, I would guess that was it Bronze Age, 80s? Because
The
Silver Age was like
the
70s, right?
60
60s
cents
and 70s.
Bronze Age was considered 1970 to 19 like 79. I think. I don't know.
Here's a
Okay,
Reddit post
so
that says,
what? So this one's what?
I would say these, man. That's why I'm saying. To me, I kind of see these in a way now a little older, but I used to see these as modern because it was a
Okay, so
50.
they were calling the 80s modern age. Is that
I was well,
1986 to now is the modern age of comics,
what would it be if it was in
okay?
1985? If it
and
was
it starts with
1985, what would you say
Watchmen.
that was?
Okay, so if it's 86 to now is modern. You said, Omer.
Right, and it starts
But
with
it
the
depends
Watchmen
on
coming
So
out.
when you're
so
talking about it.
85, would that still be a Silver Age then,
No,
or would
Time,
that no?
85
It would be
is
time.
bronze.
Listen,
bronze. Yeah.
here's the
Bronze.
key
Okay.
thing. Time is the uh, relevant question here because when I graduated college, I could have bought this. So what is it? Uh,
Oh,
am I
super ancient in that case, LZ. It's ancient. It's prehistoric.
off the stand?
Elsie graduated college with Fred Flintstone.
Yeah, yeah. What was it like knowing Moses back in the day, LZ?
Yeah, he's a pretty cool dude, man. He's a pretty
So
cool dude.
so
I
was
mean,
Jesus
Yeah.
good at keg stands? That's what the question everybody wants.
if he was what? If he's good at what?
What's that up? You didn't hear that one?
He was good at what?
I said, was Jesus good at keg stands?
Oh man, what are you talking about, man? He kept
he
You don't know
turned
what a keg
water into
stand
wine,
is, dude?
baby. What are you
Where you
talking
do a
about?
handstand
He
and
was a king
they
of
take they
he was
take
a
the keg
king
of
of
beer and pour the
wine
beer.
stands.
he
Yeah, he
did
was
it
a
for a
barrel
reason.
wine stands.
But he did it for a reason. He did it in secret, man. He didn't do it in a show and tell everybody. And he was in
I know,
secret
I'm just playing.
for the service, you know.
Yeah.
But hey, when you can take 5 or 6 big old 10-gallon stone jars and fill them with water, and then just say, "Go ahead and dip it and give that guy some wine," and he says it's
Hell
the
Yeah.
yeah.
best he ever
And
had.
then he turns it into his blood and he makes them all vampires. I mean, that's
Yeah.
Well,
crazy. What a
no, he
Crazy.
didn't do
lunatic.
that.
I'm
Crazy. The
amazed
wine is
nobody's
my
done that
blood.
story.
It's the body and blood of me. I'm gonna make vampires.
Dude, that used to freak me out when I was a kid. I was raised Orthodox, and I was
I
an
didn't
altar boy,
Oh
believe
yeah.
which
that.
Catholics and Orthodox are completely different. Orthodox priests are allowed to be married, and my priest was married to a hot hottie. Oh my God, she was beautiful. Hair all the way down to her ass.
Don't they allow the Catholic priests now to get married? I think they do.
Yeah, maybe now they do, but not when I was growing up, bro. Fucking yeah.
Yeah, yeah, not back in the
But
day.
anyway,
Hey, I'm sharing something
but
with
that
you. If
still
you get
used
a
to
chance,
freak me
Shadow,
out
bring
because
it
I
up.
used to watch the priest like consecrate the bread and shit. Because we didn't do the little wafers; we actually made homemade bread. The
Yeah.
old ladies in
Hmm.
the church, and they would donate it, for Sunday services, and then the priest would consecrate it, do this whole ceremony and shit. But every time when
What's up, Mike?
take and eat, drink this. This is the blood, and this is my body. It's like that shit freaked me out every time, dude. I'm
See,
like, what the fuck?
if we're
Why?
looking at it as realism, you got to understand everything Jesus taught was in
Yeah,
a
it was metaphor. It
symbolic,
was,
a
yeah, it
story
was
about
symbolism. It was metaphor. It
helps
was,
you understand what happened. It just, to me in my church, we don't see it as that's the blood of Christ, that's the flesh of, You know, we don't see it that way. We see the
Right, you
same
guys
thing
don't really.
because of what happened, and he wants us to remember what he did for us. And he didn't have to do it. He did it because he loved us. And if he
Right,
had to do
right.
it, he probably wouldn't have done it. He's like me. I wouldn't have done it if I had to do it. He even asked God, if you can take this away without all these consequences, please do, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he couldn't do it, you know.
Hey, Mike Welters, good to see you, buddy.
Mike,
Thanks for
what's
stopping
up?
by and dropping a like. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, but I mean, and it also kind of illustrates the differences between um religions, right? I mean, because you got
People
Baptist, you got
beliefs, you know,
born
people
again
got
Christian,
yeah.
non-denominational.
Well, to me, that's
Um,
kind of what he
but
told Nicodemus, that we got to be born again. We got to be born in the spirit. If we're not born into the spirit, then we're just in the flesh and we can't understand God
hello.
and we'll never know it, you know. But that's just the way I believe it. And, you know,
Oh,
I'm not
shoot. Hold
forcing
on one
anything
second, guys.
on
My daughter just got home. I'll be back in a minute. You guys go
Whoa,
ahead and talk.
tell her I said, hey,
I think
Homer,
one
did
of
you
the
finish your lunch?
yeah, I'm almost done. Yeah,
I
just
had
having
me a,
warmed
a
up.
bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit this morning, man. It was
Mm,
pretty good, man.
sounds delicious. Yeah, those are always good.
I
Did you
tried to
pick that
put
up? You make
tenderloin
that at home, or you pick that up at like a Mickey D's?
Jack's.
Jack's. Oh,
Go to
nice.
Southern Living, man. Go to Jack's if you got one. You'll like it.
No, we don't have any Jacks, but it sounds delicious already.
Well, if you go Southern food, you like white gravy and
Oh
the
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, of
steak,
course. Yeah,
chicken fried steak, and
chicken fried
green
steak. Yeah.
beans, and mashed
Hmm.
taters, and
Okra,
biscuit,
fried okra.
whatever you want, man. It's like eating at
Potatoes, hash
grandma's.
browns, grits.
I love that. Well, that's at Waffle House. Now I go to Waffle House every Sunday night usually.
Sunday nights.
Scrambled cheese eggs with a little bit of
Mm. What's up,
sausage
Apex?
Apex in the house.
Hey, old Apex Comics in the house. All right, I'm back. Oh
Gary,
my
you're
God,
not
that's
any
funny,
regular
dude.
dino. You're a 500 tooth dino. Cause
I didn't even know
you're my
my older daughter was
Negasaurus.
gone.
We love a
Negasaurus.
source, you. We love a
What
source.
is grits? Grits is
Shoot.
good stuff,
She
Carrie.
nags me to
It's
death, is what she does.
Good
She's my
stuff,
500
man.
tooth Negasaurus.
Grind that
it's
hominy, put a
yeah,
little
ground up
coconut
hominy.
sugar and butter, cinnamon.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Hey, Shadow, I'm sharing an
Oh,
image with you. You can see it.
oh.
Pull it up.
No, I can't yet. Let me see. It should be back here. Fuck. I think I'm.
Uh-oh. Kicked himself.
He kicked himself.
What's up, Bowman?
What's
Let's
going
take
on?
over, man. Woo, woo.
We're taking over this baby.
Yeah, man, I got
The 12
comics,
o'clock
man.
shadow, the 12 o'clock noon, high noon, whatever this show's called.
Man, look at this Conan, man. Look at that bad
Yeah.
boy.
Ooh. Yeah.
Like, and they're pretty
Yeah,
too.
pretty
I don't
awesome.
get no rag.
Who's that by?
Oh,
Oh, he's back. He's back. Stop talking about him.
We didn't do it.
It wasn't me. It was Carrie's fault.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey,
He
guys.
took
I'm
over the
back.
show.
I accidentally kicked myself. Hit the wrong button. Sorry. Let me check.
Carrie
backstage.
asked, "What is
Hang on a
grits?"
moment.
Grits is ground up hominy, okay, and it's made like a cereal, and we put milk in it. I do put butter, sugar, lots of sugar, and lots of cinnamon. Ooh, and let it set on top, and then you scoop it. And
Oh, dude, that's how I eat my oatmeal. Now with grits, I usually
way,
just do.
same way.
I
Oatmeal,
just
same.
do butter. I just do butter, salt, and pepper with grits.
You do?
Like,
Well, I
oh,
put the
yeah,
cream, the sugar, and this. I put
Yeah,
all
there's
that.
a lot of different
Make it
ways to make
cereal.
grits.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can fix your
I
grits
guess,
however
yeah.
you want them. You can pour
Well, you can
honey,
melt some cheese up in them bitches too, you know, with a little cheddar
molasses,
cheese
So
or
some
whatever.
people like do
molasses.
more like a bread type grits, and then some people do
Mm,
more like oatmeal type grits. Yeah.
You
yeah, yeah.
get you some molasses and mix butter together and make a little
Oh,
cream
dude.
pour on top of it.
I got a. The only thing I use molasses on a regular basis for
Mercy.
is a steak marinade that I got from what was
That'd
that
be good.
dude? The Cajun dude.
Hmm.
He used to have the TV show. He'd have a guy playing guitar and stuff in between the breaks. He
Cajun
was
guy.
real famous. Huh?
Uh,
Oh, it's what? Oh, I don't. Sheesh.
He's a little Cajun guy with the dark hair and he's
The
kind
Italian,
of loud.
the Cajun
Huh?
one. There's the Italian one. Wasn't
Well,
that
yeah, but he did all Cajun style food. I don't know if he was Italian or not.
yeah.
He kind of looked Italian. What the fuck was his name? And he's real famous. One of them, when chefs were like the big thing.
Yeah, his name is yeah. Hey, read this
Uh,
image. Look at this image. I'll look up who the chef is.
oh,
okay.
38 to 56.
I can't blow it up, man. So it says golden, silver, bronze, and modern.
I can read you the dates.
All right,
38. Oh, you read it.
I can kind of read them, but they're really tiny.
Yeah, I got it close. It says beginning 1938 with the publication of Action Comics number 1. 1938 to 1956, the year I was born. In the year 1956 with showcase number 4 to 1973. Beginning in 73 with the publication of Amazing Spider-Man 121, 73 to 86. So I got a whole bunch of bronze.
So it's like 13 years. All right, was the first one 13 years as well? I
No, it was almost
1938 to
20 years.
1956 is
Almost
20, yeah, 20
20.
something.
yeah, so that's like
18,
20 something.
18
Okay,
years.
so there's no
18, 18
like
years.
you can't
About
say like a
19.
decade or whatever because that's defined by
No, it
10
doesn't.
years.
It's not separated
No,
like that. It's not that
Right.
cut and dry. It has to do with specific comics for the most part,
yeah.
like
And
when things were
Okay.
beginning
published
So
with the
like
that
when
identifies
big
publication.
beginning and
changes
end of.
happened in the industry, is that
Wow.
basically
Yeah.
when
No,
like
not specifically what happened in the industry. What comic like
Yeah.
changed?
Guess what?
right what changed the way comics were
You know
like
what the
with
first modern comic was?
what's that?
The first modern comic was
Watchmen.
the Watchmen.
Watchmen number
Yeah,
1.
number one.
Really?
Yeah, it has to do with
That's
how comics are like the story is told, like the shift in the narrative
I
of the
got you.
comic
Okay.
is
Because
what
I've
see, it
never
blows
been
me
able to
created.
pin
away.
down like everybody uses a different scale. It's like, oh well, to me it started a couple of years earlier, a
Right,
couple of
those
years
people are
like
retarded and they don't know how to look things up. And this is
Well,
the
I,
yeah,
timeline.
well,
Like
that's
this
your
okay,
is
so this
the
is
one
like
made
the
by the
definitive.
Price Guide.
Is this
Yeah.
from
Yeah,
the
this
what's it,
is
Order
like,
Street?
yeah, it's definitive. Okay, this
Okay,
is exactly what they
that's what I
consider
want.
it.
That's what I
Yeah.
need in my life is
Yeah.
definitive.
Yeah,
I
Right.
hate
This
this.
is
we
based
got
on the Comics Price Guide and
on
what
everything.
Okay,
comic book
cool.
And it
theologians have come
hadn't
up with,
changed,
basically.
and it has not changed. It does not fluctuate. And they say,
Right.
"Oh well, that
Yeah.
didn't mean to do that." No, we
Yeah.
changed
Okay.
it.
Because
This has been like this
because
since
Now
like
there might be some
1986.
arguments that people might argue about some things, but that don't
Right.
mean that don't
Right.
mean
Doesn't
it's
mean they're
true.
right.
yeah, I
It's
mean,
just like
I'm glad that everything's open to debate. Everybody can have their own opinion. I just want to have a definitive. Okay, like you said,
what
to
you want,
1956,
what
golden
you
ended
want.
in 56, silver started.
Truth. Show
73,
me the
silver ended,
truth.
brown started. Right. So
I
that
don't
gives
need
me an
some.
actual measuring
Yeah,
stick, not this like theoretical bullshit.
exactly.
Right.
It's like, is it Schrodinger's cat? I don't fucking know.
Right.
I don't, I'm not a goddamn
So
And
philosopher.
we
going
don't
back to the
care.
chefs real quick.
No, do we care?
No, I don't give a shit if the
Right.
cat's alive or dead. Fuck him.
Is it Emerald Lagasse? Is that who
It's not
you
my cat.
Emerald, yes,
Lagasse?
Emerald Lagasse, yes.
Lagasse.
His recipe for steak marinade, dude. It's molasses, white vinegar, sugar, and then a bunch of other stuff added in, which I'm not going to tell you. You guys got to look it up yourself. But it's fucking great. Oh my god, dude! I'll soak a big old T-bone or whatever I got in that stuff like overnight, and then
Mhm.
throw it on the grill. Oh, mama, yeah. I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, you know what? I thought out some steak last night. Woohoo! Barbecue action today, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
TGI.
Garbage era, 2000 to 2009, Mars. I
Mhm.
agree, Mars. And Tank Fair in the chat. Hey, Tank, good to see you, buddy.
T-Bone.
Tank, I think you're in the weekly room for Omer, right? I dropped the link
Yeah.
in there. Anybody that's in the weekly room, if you want to come in and jump into the conversation, have some fun on
Tank
Saturday,
was sick.
jump
I
on
hope
in.
you're feeling better, Tank. I hope you're feeling better, bud.
Yeah, I
He was
heard
sick
Tank was
this past week.
having
Yeah.
some more issues.
Yeah.
Tank is an amazing artist, but apparently a very fragile man. I'm just fucking.
I
Hey
think
guys,
I'm
he
just
said he
fucking
got
with you,
food
Tank.
I
poisoning or
did
something, or
learn
some kind of
something
stomach bug.
today. I did learn
What'd you
something today
learn?
about this
What'd
thing
you
you
learn?
got posted up here. I did
What's
not
that?
know that the Watchman was the first modern comic. Did not know that.
I didn't either, dude. I would have thought it would have been like one of the
I
X
didn't.
Men or something like what was it?
Yeah, it was either it was either the Watchmen or the Dark Knight. I think they both came
Ah,
out 86, 87, somewhere around there.
They
yeah,
consider
So
1986 a Watchman #1 is what it says.
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't
So
remember if Dark Knight came out slightly before or slightly after.
it
It
came
was
I
out
right
right
in there.
after.
I do
Yeah.
know that Action Comics #1 and that the Showcase #4 have been that way forever, so it hasn't changed. So it's
No,
not
that
like
yeah,
A couple of
that
months.
hasn't changed.
definitive. It's not a
But I think
well.
where people start arguing is between bronze and modern. That seems to be where
Oh,
it always gets all kind of muddy, you know.
well, you just got to remember, Amazing Spider-Man 121 was
Okay,
the
so what has
first
anything
bronze.
changed? Modern is still considered like up to now, the current
Yeah,
day.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I know people have been starting to start this trend of like
Platinum,
what was it, Iron Age and fucking
Platinum
Copper Age.
Age,
Oh
all that
Yeah,
yeah, that's
crazy.
that's just made
I
up
don't know
stuff.
what the fuck any of that means.
If anything, it's going to be the postmodern age, and that's probably going to be in 5-10 years. They'll look back and maybe somewhere in the 2010s, maybe
Yeah, the fucking how
2020s.
about the woke age between fucking 2008
Yeah,
until current time? Fucking everything
right. That's
sucked.
probably it. That's
Everything
probably going to
sucked.
be it. Yeah, it'll
Oh,
be
you know what? The vacuum age.
postmodern. Yeah,
The vacuum age
the
because
get
it all
the
sucks so hard.
uh, 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 the get your ass back in the kitchen age and shut up.
This place could use a good hoovering.
Take care of
Hoovering.
A hoovering, yes.
hey,
You remember the young ones?
the young one.
English comedy? No. Okay.
I remember the
If you
No.
get
young.
a
Oh,
chance,
I
go check
remember.
out the young
Yeah,
ones. They're hilarious.
I remember hearing about it, but I didn't see it.
Nah, dude, they used to have like musical guests on the show out of nowhere and shit. It was like a weird throwback, like almost to Benny Hill or something like that. And
Right.
it was these fucking anti-government bunch of college hippie wannabes, living in a dorm and not paying any other bills, not going to school. Like one of the roommates was like a 40-year-old dude that's been in college for the last 20 years. Fucking
Yeah, I'm gonna go
he's
back
always
to college and be that guy.
yeah, he's always got like whores and shit coming by the house and all this kind of
Hmm.
crazy shit. And then halfway through the show, they'd be like, "Oh, that's all right, we've got a party today," and fucking like Lemmy and
Oh
uh
yeah.
would show up and fucking play a song or fucking.
Wow,
They
that's
had like
cool,
all
man.
kinds of killer musical guests on there, dude. It was like,
That's
what the hell
funny.
was why can't I think metal? The fuck was Lemmy's band? I want to say
Uh,
Megadeth, but that's not it.
no,
It's not Metallica. It's
Pantera. No, that's
no.
what's his name?
Uh,
Lemmy is
shit.
the Misfits.
Somebody help
No,
me in the chat.
Molly Hatchet.
Lemmy.
No.
Motorhead.
Motorhead.
Motorhead. Oh,
Thank you,
she said
Carrie.
it just
Good
as I
God.
was saying
Motorhead,
it.
yes.
I like to get my Motorhead. Woo I mean,
Aces.
See, it's
The
hard
ace
for
of
me to wrap my
spades.
head around that a 50-cent comic is Bronze Age. It's hard for me to,
That really? They were still 50 cents in 73?
no. Now look, Bronze Age is 1973 to 1986. This is
Right.
1981, you know. And I'm looking at, and that's a
you have
bond.
to remember, LZ, that before 1990 or 1991, even into the late 1989, 88, 87. Like people didn't give a like the industry of comics didn't give a shit about the quality of paper, right? So as soon as we hit 1990, 91, 92, and the image guys come in and they get in with Malibu, and you get these independent creators from the late 80s, right? Which was Frank Miller and Alan Moore and whatever, and you get
Yeah.
this influence from Europe, right? Because they have better quality printing over there with their comics, and then you get this demand for artists in American comics wanting better quality comics in general. The whole industry changes the paper, like the change
Right.
from newsprint, like really shitty newspaper newsprint, to this modern paper, which is even better now, right? That's why everybody's fighting to go back to this newsprint thing, which is still like way better quality newsprint than the old comics were ever printed on. Um, but it's all about price, right? And that newsprint is so dirt cheap that I remember in the price guides, no, not the price guides, the Diamond catalog back in 1991 or 92, if you ordered like 100 copies of any comic book, you could get it for like 80 cents, 75 cents, and the cover price was $1.25. So it was like, what? It was so weird. And now they're
Huh.
super expensive. Like it doesn't even matter now because of the quality of everything has
Well, yeah,
improved, but
and you know
so
what?
has the price.
But some of the paper choices, I mean, that are made, it's like higher quality. I'm going like magazine stock shit. Like, and I'm again, I love Ethan to death. That first book, he went with such thin and high gloss pages that when all that black ink got on those fucking things, it got a wave in them, and everybody was fucking freaking out about it. It was like, what the hell? You put it in a bagging board, you press it between some other comics books, the waves go away. It's not a big deal. It was just because it was so soaked with ink. He needed a little bit thicker paper to do the art that he wanted to do.
Yeah,
And I mean,
that usually has to do with double-sided printing. That's usually what
well,
creates the
that
problem.
too, yeah, exactly, because both,
So
both
it's
sides of the
getting a bunch
page
of
are
ink on both
printed.
sides. Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
And the paper is
But it's
just
like
too
you said,
thin.
it's just a matter of pressing. Like it just
Hmm.
presses.
Dude, I've all of mine came in. They all had waves, off that first shipment, and
Mhm.
I just stuck them in bags of boards, put them under a little bit of weight, pressed them out, and there ain't no creases or anything in any of them. They're beautiful. So
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Shadow, if
yes,
you
sir.
put screen, I want to show you something.
All right,
I'm gonna take this off the
Never
screen.
imagine.
pop it backstage there, and I'll pull it up. Oh, hold on.
Okay.
I thought you were sending me something. Hold on, let me change layout here.
I was just it's just
Ah,
amazing
God
to me.
damn it! I gotta move you first. Shit. Hold on.
Ain't nobody rushing nobody.
I know. I would like to be a lot smoother at this shit, but I suck. Uh,
It's better than I could do, bro.
I'm laughing at Tank. You don't like that? You don't like that chart? You don't like facts?
oh,
You
it
don't
was
like
Tank
you don't
arguing
like
the.
facts.
Oh shit!
Okay, here we are.
All right, there you are, Yos.
Okay, we're
Why
looking at
can
a
I
con.
go back to comments? Oh, yeah.
What are we supposed to look
Ooh,
at here? It's very
was
hard to
that
see.
House of Mystery? I know that.
Okay, a house
Look,
of mystery.
is that night?
Dollar,
Okay, it's got
Oh,
the
it's
80
just
pages.
mystery.
is
Is
at
that
the
that's a 76? I'm guessing. That looks like the bicentennial bullet.
it's that dollar the dollar book, and I've got it
Mm-hmm.
the 1977. Okay,
77. Damn it! That was so
well,
close.
you're close. It's got that, but I mean it's not in perfect shape. But I never thought that'd be a bronze book. You know, just wouldn't. Considered that 1977, and like you said, the newsprint. But I look through here, and it's got it's like an underwater story.
Wow.
It's just chock full, man. Here's thing looks
What
like
is
a
going
creature.
on? Here we go. Sorry.
Nothing to be sorry about. I'm just saying that's what I'm
Sure.
saying.
Well, all right. Here's another question. Sorry, I'm an old boomer. What the fuck does TLDR mean?
TLDR.
Uh, talk to you later. What is it? What's this? I don't remember all of it. Yeah, I don't speak retard,
I don't know
so
what the
too
fuck that
long
means.
didn't read.
People
It
use it
means
all the time
too
in
long
chats
didn't.
and shit.
Yeah,
I,
too long didn't
I
read. Yeah, it says too
Mars
long
says I
didn't
hate
read.
Dave, and now I hate Elsie.
what?
he's he's just jealous because he doesn't have that book. That's all.
Yeah.
I know Mars. He's just like me.
If he want it, I'll send it to him.
Bro, he's in
Yeah,
Peru, but
it,
Marv, send Elsie
no,
your address.
he's Marv's not in Peru. He's in
No,
Portugal.
he's in Portugal. Shit, Rex is getting in my head.
This is what he wants.
Yeah, yeah, it'll cost you $60 to send it to Portugal, LZ. Don't do that. We'll save it for you over here, Marv. When you come over to the United States, you can come pick it up.
Hey,
Yeah, come visit, bro. Like, I'll take you out and fucking. We'll have a good time, dude. We'll go to Chicago and fucking hit some spots.
So Elliot Rodriguez, he's the one in Peru. Yeah, so
Yes,
somehow you're
Elliot's in
mixing
Peru.
Marv and Elliot together.
this
Yeah.
book you want,
Hey,
Marv?
fucking Rex always says Peru every time we have Marv on, and it's like
Yeah,
he
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 does that
sucks
on
me
purpose,
into it.
doesn't
I
he?
know it's Portugal.
LZ, he does that on purpose, right? Or does he really just forget?
What? Oh, I would say he
Rex,
really forget.
dude, I got that same question. He used to do that shit with Eric all the time
Dude.
with Mr. Muck.
So
He would call him Mr. Yuck every
yes,
time, and Eric would
yes,
get so
yes.
fucking mad, dude.
Yeah. So there's things Rex does, like when he was calling the Garmin the gay man, you know? Like why does he
You
do
think he's
that?
doing
Like
that shit on
he
purpose?
yes, I think he's doing it on purpose too. He's not dyslexic, is he,
Maybe.
LZ? Or does he have a little dyslexia? I don't remember. I think he may have said he does.
Yeah, I think he did say he had some kind of
Right. So that's why he may
reading
say
thing
gay
when he was
man.
a
Yeah.
kid, right?
Right.
Now, who's the gay man he's talking about?
That was his
His
GPS, the
Garmin
Garmin.
GPS. He would call it
Garmin.
gay man.
He kept calling
Yeah.
it. I got a gay man in my truck, and man, that dude is handy.
It was the funniest thing ever. And then he started saying, "Well, Omer told me it's pronounced Garmin," and he started saying it right.
Yeah, and then he went back to
And
gaming again.
oh, did he? I said, "Hey, Rex, I'm just worried if you're out in public and you start telling people about your gay man and how he's driving you everywhere, that they might think you're gay."
Yeah.
Oh shit,
You guys
that's
just
so
remind
good.
me not to be driving him somewhere.
Elsie, you ever find yourself with Rex's hand on your knee? I'm just saying.
Only time that ever happened, brother, the dude was up against the wall, and I had both hands in his shirt, picked him up off the ground. I said, "Motherfucker, you touch me again."
Oh man,
Other than that, we're
Well,
cool. And I said him went on my way, did my
that's
take care of
funny.
him.
oh my god, dude, it's so funny. We took a buddy of mine out for his
I don't
21st birthday, right? And we were all about like 25. This is a buddy of mine's younger brother. So we took him out when he turned 21, and he wanted to go to this little town over next to ours because he heard, the bars are supposed to be hopping. There's supposed to be all these chicks and shit. So we were doing like the bar crawl, going from place to place.
Right.
And so I wander off after about the third bar. I'm over by the pool table and shit playing a game. And this kid comes walking up to me about 30 minutes into it. Matt, what do I do? About what?
What do you
Some
mean?
gay guy come up to me at the bar, man. He wants to buy me a drink. I was like, well, did he grab your ass? He's like, no. I was like, well, let him buy you a fucking drink. It's a free drink, dumbass. What are you worried about?
That's funny. Marv says TLDR means tits later. Dick rage.
Maybe.
Tank wants to know if you're gonna go past 30 minutes because he's got to babysit for another 30, but after 30 he might drop in.
I don't know, bro. I was planning on it being a short show, but I've been having so much fun so far. We might just keep going for a while. So
Hey, Shadow,
check back in,
imagine this,
Tank.
Shadow. Imagine this, brother. Going into a bar. Okay, you're sitting down with your friends, hanging out, and you're just sitting there, and you're looking around, and you're looking around, and then you look over on the dance floor, and you see two chicks dancing together, and then you look around, and you keep looking, and there ain't no other chicks in the place. And
Okay.
I asked the dude, I said, "What kind of place is this, man?" I said, "I don't see no chicks around here." He says, "Hey, this is a gay bar." I said, "Oh, I'll see you guys later."
To the gay bar.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. When I was living in Houston, I met a couple from fucking Holland. They were from Amsterdam. They were running a business.
Oh, wow.
They had a fucking bunch of money, man. Fucking just fucking crazy. And this dude called himself.
Were they running a cocaine business?
No, it was one of the fucking pyramid scheme things where you go out on the street and you sell perfume and shit.
Oh yeah.
The clone like fucking designer fucking brands and all that back in the 90s when cologne used to be real expensive and shit.
Right. Yeah.
That was their scam. But fuck, dude, they were making big ass money, and I was just hanging out with them, having fun. And this dude,
that's the one that bought you all those toys, right?
Yeah,
closet of toys or whatever.
Yeah, you hear those things going off every now and again. But he's like, he calls me up on a Sunday one morning. He's like, "Hey, dude, you want to go to brunch?" And I'm like, I suppose. I mean, I've only been to brunch a couple of times. Usually with my mom, like on Mother's Day, right? Like brunch is not something I normally do. And we drive downtown Houston into the gay district. And we go to this fucking little place, dude. And fucking noon on a Sunday, this place is hopping. There's music going, fucking people dancing on the fucking top of the bar and shit. It's like just fucking shit is popping in there, man. They're just serving champagne drinks and shit.
There all night.
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
Doing cocaine lanes,
dude, there's every 30 minutes a dude would come out with a big ass tray of these giant Jello shots in little plastic, dressing containers.
Yeah.
And he would just start throwing them out into the crowd. Who wants one? Doosh. You just start throwing Jello shots at you and shit. Bro, I was only there for like an hour. I was hammered by the time we left. I was like, holy fuck. And we had a blast, dude. Me and my fucking girlfriend were in there with the fucking gay guys and girls dancing on the fucking top of the bar and shit.
Hey, those gays know how to party, dude. They go nonstop.
Fuck, man.
They
were having fun.
Why do you think they all got the monkeypox so bad?
Yes. Well, I can hang out and party with them, but that's as far as it goes.
They partied to death, man. They partied so hard
Well, see, that's what I was scared of. If I'd stayed any longer, I'd have passed out, and then God knows what would have happened to me. They'd pass me around like.
Monkeypox for Shadow.
Why is my butt sore?
Oh my God. I'm puking up blood. What's happening?
Oh my gosh.
Where's Magic Johnson at? I need the cure.
Yeah, Everclear jello shots. Caleb,
It
was nuts, dude.
I remember that in high school. We
never been to that crazy of a brunch before. It was fun though.
Like Everclear sucks, right? It's hard to drink, but you do it in Jello shots, and for some reason, it's a lot easier to go down.
Oh, dude, it's good.
It's
like moonshine, dude. Moonshine straight is rough, but you get that apple pie moonshine. Oh my! Oh my God!
Whoa, where am I?
Bro,
I feel dizzy.
Trouble.
That's my drink when I go camping. But like for 14 years, we had a campsite down in central Indiana with a big old camper just sat there, and we'd go down like 4 or 5 times a summer. As soon as I got into town, right before we hit the campground, there's a little liquor store. Stock up on ice, grab a bunch of fucking moonshine, hit the camper, start setting up, start sipping on apple pie moonshine all weekend long.
Yeah, that's funny, Marv. He says, "What do you call
Gamesters,
homosexual mobsters? Gaysters. Gays.
gamesters. I like
Yeah.
it. Well, didn't what they call it in The Simpsons, the Velvet Mafia, the gay guys.
Is
Remember
that
when
what?
Homer was saying?
Yeah.
The Velvet
Uh,
Mafia.
yeah. I'll be back. I'll be back in a little bit here. I'm gonna grab something to drink.
Yeah.
Have a smoke.
Oh
I'll be back.
shit,
And when you
guys
get
are
back,
killing
I'll
me.
get mine. Mine's empty too, but till then,
Oh,
I'll wait.
all right, you go
Hang
ahead.
out.
Oh,
No, man, I'll hang out till Homer gets back.
all right, thank you.
You know, yeah, no problem, bro. Hey,
You
man,
know,
this
Rex,
is a good
he'll
show.
just bail at any given moment, leave me hanging. I love him to death, but man, that boy, he's got the link. I wonder where he is. He's probably sleeping. Was he up late last night?
I don't have a clue, brother. This old boy about
Okay.
11 o'clock calls it a night.
Yeah,
Unless they
dude,
got
I went to
something
bed
going
early
on,
last night. So I think it was
you
like
know.
8:30. Let's just fuck it. I'm
Somebody
gone.
like you, I mean, if you sent me a link, say, hey man, I'm gonna be drawing, or we're gonna be up goofing off, whatever. I
Oh,
wouldn't
dude,
care.
well, I
I
was thinking
show
about
up.
that the other night too, and
I
I,
mean, you don't
I'd
gotta
really
have
like to.
a plan. Shadow. You
I,
don't gotta have a plan. You don't gotta
I
have
don't. I'm just saying, dude. I
we're
just
having
gotta
some
have
fun.
a night when I feel good enough to do it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
yeah. Okay, I got
I
you.
mean, right now, like
Sure.
especially the last week at work and shit. I've been doing tile work all week and stuff,
You
man. I've been
told
on
me,
my
man.
hands and knees, fucking putting a tile floor in this big old fucking lab, and having to be perfectly precise and everything. You can't have no gaps and blah 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 because it's got to be a sterile
Yeah,
environment.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Dude,
got
fucking. So anyway,
you. It
this
is
week
what it
but I thought about it like Wednesday. I was gonna send you a link, and I was just like, man, I just don't think I have the energy for it.
is. Not
Because
if you
I know
gotta
once you and
work,
me get
bro.
going, we're gonna probably be talking for a while and showing off some stuff, and it's gonna end up being
If
longer than I
that's
planned.
not what we're gonna do, then we're probably best to wait till we can. I don't want you to be
Right,
miserable.
yeah, no,
What
yeah.
fun is
So I
that?
mean,
If you can't have a
it
good
just yeah,
time
and
at it,
then
then we're not
and
gonna do
also
it.
last week I was coming home from work and then having to try to work on the wife's truck. And I just didn't have all the right tools. Fuck, she didn't even have a good jack for her truck. It wouldn't even pick the thing up off the ground. I had to fucking go and buy a jack. And I bought a fucking impact wrench because it's just a nightmare, dude. And we ended up having to
Yeah,
take it to the shop anyway because everything was jacked. And all she wants to do is fix this thing up. She's going next week to trade this car in and get a new car. Right before she gets ready to go do it, the fucking brakes go. And it turned out the driver's side front caliper had frozen up,
oh
and that's
man.
what was making all the fucking noise. And so
Yeah.
these assholes, of course, talked the wife into,
Charged her for
well, we're gonna have
everything
to
a
do this,
book.
this, this, and this. Yeah, the end of the day, it's $800.
And that's
Uh,
probably more than she'll get for the car. Oh, come on now.
I'm telling you,
Well,
bro,
probably
it's a
not. But I'm just
2002 Jeep. She probably only gonna get a couple of thousand for the trade-in
at
value.
the most. Yeah. I mean,
I'll
geez.
tell you what, though, bro, that fucking
Best to
4.0
sell it.
liter.
If she fixed it up, she might sell it on herself.
Dude, if
Get
I
more.
had the tools and the garage and all that shit, I would just junk the body on that fucking thing and pull the motor and trans out of it. That 4 liter straight six that they were making back in 2002 is a fucking incredible motor, dude. You got great low end for like hill climbing and trails and all that kind of stuff, and it's also got overdrive for the highway. It it's just a great engine, and I mean that straight six. I've been so pleased with that thing since the wife bought it. But everything else, all the electronics, the fucking alloy rims they put on those things, they freeze up to the fucking car because of heating and cooling and all that shit. So you take the lug nuts off, that's almost impossible to start with. You got to have like a 5-foot breaker bar just to break the lug nuts loose. Then
God.
the rim is frozen to the hub. You got to have a fucking sledgehammer to pop the fucking tire off. I mean, and that's just to even get a look at what's going on. Fuck
I
that
can't
car.
imagine having a flat. Oh my God.
Oh, dude, if you had a flat in that fucking thing, you're fucked. You might as well
Tow
just call
truck.
a record. Mm-hmm. Call a tow truck.
Man.
Good stuff. Hail, good stuff. I haven't seen you in a little while. How's the missus? Good to see you. Love you guys.
Yes. The chat. Yes.
I might start taking Tuesdays off to 4 o'clock just so I can go hang out with good stuffs and flying feline. Do the I love the trivia over there and stuff, man. It's fun. But they're always on at the same time we are. So.
They got trivia or something.
Yeah, they do, you know, a little chat show like we're doing, and then Flying Feline does trivia. And she's a tricksy little minx, I'll tell you. She gives us some posers. So, but yeah, it's good stuff over there. I miss being able to hang out in the chat, but I'm usually, like I said, on with Rex on the 4 o'clock because we're kind of streaming against each other on Tuesdays. But yeah, I might start cutting out early on Tuesday, just do an hour with Rex, and then head over to Flying Felines in time for the trivia.
Depends on how you feel.
Yeah, but they're a lot of fun over there. It's good stuff. And Flying Feline,
Maybe
Luke,
that
Death
can feel better.
Death Metal Hero, Jason Bascom, all those guys.
I mean,
Love all these.
your whole
Love them all.
objective.
Wolverine, you know, have you met Wolvo yet, Elsie?
I haven't met Wolbo.
No, fucking Wolverine's a good dude, man. He's crazy. He always streams with his shirt off, and he's a furry fucking bastard.
Oh, God.
I don't know why he always streams with his shirt off, but that's just Wolvo. But yeah, it's just funny stuff over there. I have a good time every time.
Yeah, sometimes it's just the objective doing the show is to make other people feel better that are tuning in. If they can watch the show, get some form of enjoyment out of it, and make their day better, I mean, isn't that what it's about? You know, come on.
Exactly, and dude, that's what I do every day at work. You know, instead of like listening to music on the radio or whatever, which I do, but like when I start repeating everything and it gets old, I'll just put on a stream from the night before that I missed while I was sleeping, and listen to the stream while I'm at work. You know, and I'm like always, I'm always in indie comics and the community in somehow. Whether I'm here on stream or not, I'm either listening or watching or commenting in somebody's chat or something. And when people like you expect them to be there and they don't show up, it's like that's why they want to cancel the show today. I'm like, I'm trying to build this channel, and if people want me to be here, I got to be here. I can't take a day off just because I don't feel good. Fuck that. I gotta just sally forth.
I mean, you take as much as you can, and then if you have to go early, people should understand. If you feel better and you can go longer, they understand that too. Most of the time. Now I can't see the chat shadow.
I'm trying to figure out what this. Marv just messaged good stuff. Said good stuff equals boobies and boobies and books. Good stuff says yes. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Boobies in books are even better. Well, no, maybe not, but you know what I mean.
Where are the boobies at?
See, Homer's back.
Where are those at?
There's Homer. All we had to do is say the magic word, and he came right back.
Magic words, yeah.
Boobies. What? Where?
What? Where? I don't see any.
Homer pops up like a groundhog out of nowhere. Boink.
Post a draw for us. We want to see your iteration of the most perfect and beautiful boobies there is. We want you to draw it.
Oh.
I draw those all day. That's all I
Ooh.
draw.
Figure
Oh.
drawing, Omer. That's your new assignment, buddy. I want to see how good you can
Mhm.
draw a booby and what your favorite booby is.
Mhm.
And if you already have, well, then go ahead and show us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How dare you?
YouTube won't let me show you, but I'll DM you his
Ah.
perfect booby.
You think you'll get me struck?
You'll get an over 18. It won't give you a
No,
strike.
no. All my stuff is
If
listed as
you're
adult,
drawing,
dude.
if you're drawing, Homer, if you're drawing, nobody even pay no attention. If you're sitting there drawing in front of the camera.
No, YouTube does.
But all my stuff is listed as adult content anyway. It's not supposed to be accessed by.
Too graphic, you know.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can wear
Well,
a string.
I kind of cuss like a sailor a little bit, and I'm too old to fucking change now. So
You're driving me
Shadow
nuts.
Shadow says if I
every now and
change,
again,
you
I'm
get
gonna let the F word slip out. Sorry, but that's why I make all my stuff adult content because I don't want to have any of that.
if you were talking any other way, we'd be wanting to know what's wrong. Is
Yeah,
everything going
where's the real
well?
Shadow, and what did you do with it?
What's up, man?
Mhm.
I want to go get me a drink now that Omer's back, and I won't
All right.
take too long.
I got me some water, a nice cool fresh water.
Cool water. That's an old country
Oh,
song.
Marv says he'll be showing his nipples for subs. Maybe he'll be famous. Oh yeah, that's great.
Oh,
That's
all
great,
right,
Marv.
spaghetti nips. Let's see them.
Yeah, if you start that, I might jump on that trend. Let me know how that works out.
All right, I'm taking bets now. Marv being from Portugal. How brown do you think those nipples are?
Yeah.
There's a beard tattooed guy doing that. Maybe I'll get lucky. Beard tattoo.
Yeah, maybe he'll get lucky. Yeah. Oh, that sounds scary. That sounds
I'm
scary.
not sure who Marv was referring to. Oh my god, that brings up a funny story though, dude. My old roommate, fucking one of my best friends in the world, he's in Missouri now, but fucking we used to live together back in the early 2000s, and he was getting a big, giant side piece of a samurai put on his like ribs and across one of his pecs, and then like up under the armpit and shit. It was like a huge, big old graphic tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
And he's getting ready to finish it up, and I just happened to fucking go with him to the shop to hang out with our boy Greg. And he looks at me, he goes, "You see that field of black right there?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You notice anything?" And I'm like, "Yeah." His nipple is still sticking out. He grabs his gun and fucking dips it in the black ink, and he's like, "Watch this." He fucking just goes in on my boy, man, fucking right on his fucking nipple, and just blacks it right out of his fucking chest.
Oh my god, that sounds painful.
Dude, my boy Brett is just squirming. He's like trying to hold still, and Greg's just fucking with him, like, "Hold still, asshole!" Punching this thing.
Oh man.
Yeah, you got to be careful when you're getting tattoos, because some of those guys are smart asses. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that was funny as shit. But yeah, it's a beautiful piece, dude. Now, when it got finished, it's giant. Like, it almost looks like something like if Jendi Tartakovsky would have done Jimbo Isagi or something, but like with a human figure instead of a bunny rabbit. I don't know, dude. It's really cool art. But I mean, it took how many sessions my fucking boy went to, man? It was like 12 or something, because it was such a big piece. You couldn't do, you could only do a couple hours at a time.
Right.
But yeah, my boy's he's crazy biker. Portugal would be Portugalish. Portugalish? What does that mean? You guys being invaded by Muslims too? Shit.
Oh,
Come to America,
ugh.
Marv. All right, Fun My Comic. We're starting a campaign to get Marv to America.
Come on, Marv.
Well, we'll have to do a GoFundMe for that one.
I was going to say, oh, GoFundMe. That's right, not Fun My Comic. Damn it.
Unless we have a comic about him, we'll make a comic about him coming to America, right?
Oh,
Make
there
a
you
comic
go.
about Marv coming to America to fund
Yeah, his
his
adventures
actual
as,
coming to America.
as he makes his way to,
Right, he'll be like Eddie Murphy in Coming to America, literally.
Well, in that
America,
case, though,
I
we got to make
love
him.
you.
We got to figure out a way for him to make it to America by foot, which I don't think is possible right now.
Right.
Huh.
Well, you have to get on a barge or something,
He's gonna have to hit a boat somewhere,
or a plane, or a plane,
or a plane. Yeah, or a plane.
Yeah.
Or Shadowhawk
Or
could
he
come
could,
and sweep him up by the shoulders and fly him
right,
over the British Channel, the English Channel,
right.
and drop
The
him off in
pond, as
London.
they
And
say.
and then he
Yeah,
can
and
make his
then
way to America if he so chooses. Which the state of England right now, I would choose to keep on going.
yeah. Or he could go the other way through Russia and then wait till winter and then the land bridge forms and then walk across to Alaska and
There you
then
go.
walk down through like the ancient times, back when Elsie
Following
was alive. Yeah. I
following the
mean, was
path of the
born.
great mammoths from back in the day.
Right.
We want
Right.
him to make it, but we want him to make it. Okay.
Elsie, do you remember when you crossed over to the Americas with the mammoths back in the day?
I was up in Canada,
Before
bro.
Pangea separated from.
That's
Hey
terrible.
man, I
I
wrote,
got
I wrote,
Carrie. Carrie said,
I
in
wrote
this
a
plan of yours, do you want his wife to hide inside his suitcase? I guess
Oh wait, he
it
has a
depends.
wife. He's lucky.
I guess it
He's a lucky
depends
man.
how small his wife is or how big a suitcase he has, Carrie.
Yeah.
It
Well, she
really
could
all
ride on his
depends.
back.
very uncomfortable.
Marv, can you just
He
give her a
he could
conky
duct
ride?
tape her under his rib cage and just pretend she's like Quato.
Yeah, she's like a little face that comes out of his stomach,
Yeah,
and
no,
he's
that's
like,
not another person. She's attached to me. It's okay.
feed me, honey, feed
It's just-
me.
I don't need to be charged for one seat. You see?
Yeah, she's all like, I see stars, I see stars. Oh man,
Quaid,
Quado, that's
look
crazy.
into your mind.
Yeah.
Precious.
Oh, it's precious.
Man, I wanted
Gotta
to
watch
show
those
you
hobbits. They're
something that I
tricksy.
know you have never seen ever.
Whoop, hold on. Let me blow you up there. Oh, that didn't sound good. Beep,
What is that?
beep, pop.
Man, it is action figure. Y'all know
Oh, dude,
uh,
I've got those.
Sergeant Ruck.
The Final Faction ones. That was the Dollar Tree ones, right?
Gold edition.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one, but I got the neon green ones that come out. Did you see those?
Look at
Final
that. Look at that.
Faction. What's that from? Was that a
Um,
cartoon?
Sergeant Ruck.
It was a comic book for a minute.
Yeah.
I don't think it did
You
very
got,
well.
you can scan it to watch your cartoon Final
Mhm.
Faction.
Yeah, it was a cartoon, and then they put out, I think, 2 issues of a new comic book with
I
when they
have got
launched
this
the.
same figure, Shadow, the same one. I picked it up probably about 2 years ago, but it's not the
Hmm?
gold one. It's Sergeant Ruck. You know,
Is that just come out?
2022, but it was hanging up in Dollar Tree.
Oh no!
It was
Yeah, because I was buying them a couple years. Rex was getting them too.
the only one. It was the only one that they had of this.
Yeah, dude. The only variations I saw was they had the regular ones, and then they called it. I think it was like the Venom line or the something where they had the neon green highlights painted
Yeah,
onto them instead of the regular.
yeah.
But I haven't seen any of those little chromy looking ones. That's pretty cool.
I mean, that was gold edition.
Go,
This
baby.
is good. Now, I want you to see this
Dude,
cover.
have you seen that? Oh, god dang it.
Oh,
See,
that
now
looks
I know
good.
why Mars hates you, Ozzy.
Why? You know, you could have any of them you want. All you gotta do is
I,
ask me.
you know I would never ask you, my friend.
Well, then I'll just send them to you.
I love you, Ozzy. You're so good, man. A friend of mine has a Vibertron.
That's a good cover.
I love these books, man.
God
I've
damn, Mark.
read
You been drinking tonight? ah,
Oh, is
Mars is
that right
killing me
then?
in the chat today.
them right.
Oh, that looks like Bernie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. All right,
Probably
you can send me that one, bro.
okay.
You can send me
Is
that
that a
one, Ozzy.
Transformer, Marv? I've never heard of a Vibertron. Is that like Megatron?
Ooh, a werewolf cover? Hell yes, it is.
It's a
Oh, it's a
skull.
bunch of werewolf covers.
The werewolf hide on, but he's a skeleton walking with a werewolf
Ah,
hide. Man, he's got the werewolf. You know, he's like
yeah,
he's killed a werewolf.
but
There's
he's
a
a
skull. See that
yeah.
skull face?
I can't blow it up, dude. It's yeah, I see it. So are all the
Ozzy,
dudes behind
did
him
you
the same thing? They're like they got a gang of these dudes.
All the dudes behind him are not skeletons.
Ah,
They got
okay,
did
they
you
were
read this
actual
comic
werewolves.
already?
teeth.
Have you read this comic already, LZ?
Oh,
I haven't got
we
to
got a
read it.
guest. Hey, sorry, Tank.
I
I didn't notice it till just now, my friend.
I've got a lot of the run, and once I get you know, a good bit of the
Yeah,
ones that
boom.
sequence, I want to start reading them all at once.
There you go.
I saw that one,
Cool.
but I
What's
even
up,
got
Tank?
more House of Mysteries.
All right, Els,
Uh,
take a break for a second. Let's welcome Tank Ferret to the show. What's up, Tank?
You had to
What
snap
is
me
going
back.
on, my brother?
We can't hear you if you're talking, Tank.
You
You
got
are
audio issues, Tank?
incommunicado.
I thought I heard you for a sec. Oh no, Tank
Well,
has
what's your Coca-Cola can say today, LZ?
Tank is sick with the mumps. That's why he's been down. He can't talk because his throat is swollen shut.
Homie. What's up, homie?
What's
Hell
up,
yeah.
homie?
Homie.
What's up, homie? I dig it. I dig it.
Ho ho homie.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, there
and
goes
Tank
Tank.
dropped out. All right, I'll keep an eye out for you, Tank. Come
You
back,
can
brother.
come back, Tank. I wasn't trying to be ugly.
Come back, Tank. Come
Hey,
back.
baby, come back.
Where'd he
Lay it
go?
all on me.
We were wrong, and we just can't live without you. Wow, wow, wow. All right, I think he's back. Hold on, let's try. And let us welcome to the stage Tank Ferret.
Yo,
There he is. What up, brother? Oof, your mic's a little rough.
So
That's
I'm on
okay.
my phone. Unfortunately, the mic's a little rough. Is this a little better?
Yeah, you're
Too
pretty
loud, too
garbage,
quiet?
bro.
You're okay now. I can.
You in the
Hold
wind?
on.
Wait, yeah, you might have just been in like a windy zone or something. Because you were better
No,
there. Bro.
it's
Dunk.
It's
An apple just dropped on Tank's head, and he discovered the theory of gravity.
Rip Van Winkle. I've got a book with Shazam. He's Rip Van Winkle. Somewhere.
All right, well, let's. Oh shit! There we go. Boom.
Oh. Do we want to see cool stuff?
I found a shortcut. Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna bring out
all right.
some.
How's this?
Shit. I'm getting good at this shit, Homer. Just found a shortcut.
This is better.
Nice. You sound like you're underwater, Tank.
Yeah.
Now that's Bronze Age. Might even be silver.
Yeah, it's dope. Is that
It's a color acetate. It's got several layers. It's a color acetate. It's a
Oh
separation
nice?
shit,
from the
dude.
Adler collection.
Damn.
So it's not something that
Is that
know.
Joe Kubert though? Who's that
It's,
art?
this is
Who? Yeah,
Kaluta, Mike Kaluta.
Mike Kaluta.
Kaluta. Oh, okay.
Show us
Yeah,
that cover again, Else, for a second.
it's your thing, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kaluta's awesome. Yeah, I love
that's
Kaluta.
cool, dude. Look.
I thought it was a Tarzan. Oh, it is Tarzan, but so like Joe Kubert drew tons of Tarzan early on, right?
Oh
Everybody
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
references
Oh,
it.
dude, his
So
Tarzan stuff
I
is so good.
I've got
I kind
a
of see a
lot of
little
those
Joe
parts.
Kubert in that Kaluta Tarzan, you know?
Hmm. Oh, I'm sure he had to have been influenced, right? I mean,
Sure he
hail
was.
Justin,
Everybody
Belmont
was.
Press in the house. Everybody, if you
What's going
haven't
on,
yet,
buddy?
go and back pencils down before it closes. Get you some of the good stuff. What up,
Yeah.
Justin?
Don't get down on your pencils. Get up on your pencils
Here's
and get
a
pencils down by
check
Justin
this
Belmont.
out. How many pencils down?
Get you
This
a
is
pissed
a
off
what you
number
call a
two.
silver. It's a silver print.
Ooh,
Wow.
It's a silver
that's
print
cool.
from the Adler collection. This was found in Jack Adler's
Shiny.
home in his house. He found
You
this.
know how ravens are with shiny things? Stop it.
And
How dare
I got a silver print proof of the 1952 3D Superman.
damn.
Wow. That's
And this
beautiful.
was found in his house because he worked on it. You know, all
That's
these.
another Adler
Yeah,
collection one?
This is found in his home because my
Wow,
friend
that's
got
fucking awesome,
access to
bro.
his home. He passed away,
Yeah.
and he got to be the first one
Dude,
in there.
you and Rex cleaned up on that shit, bro. That's an amazing find that you guys stumbled
This
across.
is another silver print proof set. It's not just a copy, you know. It's actually a silver print. So because there's
Wow.
copies and it's like this one. This one was done for a. We've got several of these. These were done for reprint books and you know annuals and things that they collected volumes in,
Mhm.
archives and stuff. That's what this kind was done for. It wasn't done for like that weird worlds, that color separation. Not the same
Right,
thing.
right.
That was
Yeah, it's
done
a
20
whole.
prior.
Oh,
Now look
bro,
at that Val Merrick.
that. Was that
That's
man
Val
thing?
Merrick's man thing.
Oh, dude.
That's
You
good.
know the dude who
That's
created.
killer.
I loved it, man. I said that's mine. I said that dude just practically gave it away, man. But
That took
I've
me a
got.
second to see it's but good lord, that's cool stuff.
If you want to look at it some more, I can bring it back up. It's no problem. But
Yeah, yeah,
it's
bring that back up. I
watercolor.
mean, look at that, bro.
It's
I
a
wish I could zoom
watercolor.
in more on you.
Yeah, well, it's a watercolor, but it's also got some white. It's like a white pen on it on top of
Oh,
that
yeah.
water.
Might even be fucking whiteout. You never know.
That might be, but
Dude, that's killer, though. I just like the shambling gait, the hunched shoulders. Fuck. Look
it's
at that.
nice. I mean, it's all gestural. It's all
I mean, it's
painterly.
not even moving, but it gives the impression
Painterly. Yeah,
of
it's the painterly.
you know exactly how he would be walking. You know, it's like, oh, so fucking cool.
I'm like you. I love original artwork. But, and then I run across a 1954 cover that's never been folded, never been staples in it or nothing. An unused cover, you know. Thought it was pretty cool. Then my buddy in Arizona, he had some of these. They're not Adlers, but they are kind of the proofs for the dailies that he'd do. The comic. It's basically just says by Stan Lee. That'd be something. That'd have been cool if somebody got it signed. You know. But this is something you won't ever see. This is a Gil Kane drawing of Captain Marvel signed, and he wrote
Oh,
Captain.
bro, I wish we could see it better.
I can get the drawing up closer.
Oh, wait, okay. He's starting to focus.
It's really hard to see.
Yeah, I see his figure.
Real
I don't
cool,
know what the background is, though. I can't make
It's a
out what that
face. It's
background.
a big head with.
Oh, is that a monster behind him, like with a hand?
It's a big head. Right up here is the head.
Right, that's his eye right there, and then is that a hand underneath there? Like he's
These are hands,
right. Okay, so he's trying to grab
and that's
Captain Marvel. I
zipping
got
through
you,
the.
dude. I wish it would show up a little better. That's cool though. Look at them teeth on that thing, dude. Like talk about a picket fence. Jesus.
I want to catch this joker. Look at his point.
Marv says, Elsie, now I hate you way more than I hate Dave.
Well, he's
Oh,
been
Marv, just
hating on
the old
me.
green-eyed monster. It's not good, Marv. Trust me, I feel it myself. Elsie's got a hell of a collection.
Look at Sarge. Sad Sack and Sarge.
Wow. What?
Original page. And I've got some of these acetates that Rex had, some of these GI combats and some
Yeah, that's
things.
cool.
Gathered them up because I thought they were cool.
Speaking of
really
acetates and
I
shit,
like.
Rex got a big old bunch of them he's supposed to be sending me.
Yeah, tell him he better send them.
Well, I told him the other day, boy, I ain't sending you nothing else until I get my shit.
Gotta have my good, man. Come on, man. Look,
Dude,
man.
I've sent Rex like 5 packages since we made the trade. And he finally sent me a package like a month ago, which was cool. But it didn't have all my acetates and shit in there.
I've got to explain something with this one. Okay. This acetate
Fucking with you, day, Rex.
was when Jack Adler blended photography and artwork together in a cover. Nobody'd ever really done it before. And that's how gray tones were created. Same way, was with photography.
Yeah.
But these are his grandchildren.
Oh, those are his actual grandchildren on that cover?
Yes. These are the
Holy
actual.
shit.
These are the people that we would ask to get permission to do an Adler book, and they're the ones Robert knows. They're the ones who gave him permission to go into his house when he died.
All right. Is anybody else hearing that? What the hell just happened?
What happened?
All of a sudden, you got staticky, else. You were perfectly fine, and then just that last couple sentences.
Static?
Yeah,
I
every
was
time you talk, it's got a crunch in the mic.
still crunching.
Yeah, it's still crunchy, bro.
Wow.
Is it? Where's Omer? Is he still here?
I'm here. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
You
Are you hearing it, Omer, or is it just me?
yeah. I'm hearing it really slightly. I barely hear it, but I'm hearing something. Yeah.
Oh,
need
dude,
to
I'm
unplug
yeah.
this phone. I can unplug the earpieces, see what happens.
Oh, wait, shit. Sorry, Els. Hold on. I just popped you out. I'm gonna pop you back in and see if that helps.
Okay.
There we go.
Am I still
All right, so
cracking?
there you go. No crackle. How about that?
Good.
I'm getting good at this shit, I'll tell you. There he is.
No,
Hey, Eric. Welcome,
What's
brother.
What's up, Eric?
Dude, you missed it, man. You gave me the idea, and we did the whole Golden Age, Silver Age, and all that stuff discussion earlier. But if you want to pop in, we can bring it back up because I think there's a lot of people that are shady on this fucking area of comics. I know I was, but I didn't know Overstreet put out a definitive guide, which to me, there's a definitive guide. There's no argument anymore.
Right.
I mean, Overstreet's been the most trusted fucking comic book guide
Yeah.
ever,
I
right?
mean, if you're
So,
argumentative, then you can argue against anything. But we know what's definitive. We know what the comic uh, people
oh,
look
no problem, Eric.
for a guide, you know,
Yeah,
and
I
they look,
mean,
they look to CGC and comic book, the price guide that's been going out for
mhm.
years, and anything news, just somebody else's opinion.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
when I was a young kid just starting to collect, and I finally, I think I might have been about 14 or so when the first comic book shop opened up around here, and things started switching over from, newsstand to actual comic shop. And like the dude that was running the place was this old dude that had like amazing collection and fucking just was willing to sit down and talk to you about comic books and all that kind of stuff. And,
That's
like
that's a
I
comic shop.
learned Yeah, I learned so much shit from him. I bought my complete collection of Journey into Fear / Mystery with Morbius and Man Thing. So it's I think 12 issues of Man Thing and then 13 issues of Morbius. There was 23 issues altogether, I believe. That was the first like complete collection I ever bought, and I mean, both of those characters, obviously horror characters. And that's my deepest love in comics is horror. I love superheroes, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, but I love horror books, man.
Mine was always war because I was taught about it when I was young. So when I saw Joe Kubert's artwork,
Mhm.
this is Sam Glasman right here. Sam Glasman did a lot of Charlton stuff. Well,
Oh, okay.
this is an original page from GI Combat
Shit, I had
253.
to put you back on.
253.
I'm loving this shortcut. That's so much fun.
You see, he signed it down here.
Yeah.
Sam
Damn,
Glasman.
dude. That's cool.
It's just a cool from GI Combat. And I read it when I was a kid, and I said, "Hey, this is cool." Not only that, the reason I was drawn to these, and when I found them, I was drawn to these because I had, read Conan growing up.
Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah.
John Buscema was a great artist, in my opinion. And when the guy was started giving these away for practically nothing, well, I mean, I had to pay a little bit, but to have original John Buscema's,
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
nice. Some of them he's
Have
got
you?
light. Do what, bro?
I don't want to get too deep into it, but have you already got all that stuff scanned and over to Rex for Glenn?
He's got all the work,
So,
you know,
Bert,
he's getting it scanned,
Okay.
getting it together, and he's going to take it through Photoshop and stuff.
Nice.
This
Dude.
page,
I think you guys are gonna kill it with this Buscema book, man. You might be surprised.
look at that.
That's fucking awesome, dude. Ah, look at the perspective on that.
He's
What's
looking
that?
down.
Ghost Rider Punisher? What? Or is that Red Skull?
That's what I'm saying. I got to identify it. I haven't identified it.
I
I
think it
know
might be the Red Skull, but
it
I
says
can't.
page 22, but and then I flip it around.
That's cool, dude. Holy shit. Wait, go back. I want to see that again. Flip the other side.
Somebody
Ah, look at the
snowing.
perspective on it. It could be almost be the Thing's head. I think it's Red Skull, though. I'm not sure.
That's kind of who it reminds me of.
But that is wicked, dude.
But look over here. You see 1, 2, 3, 4 figures. It looks like they're hanging from this hanging from up here, and
Uh huh.
they're hanging on to each other.
Oh, okay. Like off that tree branch or whatever. I think that's a
Yeah.
tree back there. Yeah.
Uh huh. Yeah.
Oh,
Or a
dude, that's
wall.
That's
That's
killer,
cool,
man. Who's that in the foreground? Can you tell what's
He's got a
like
mustache and he looks like he's been hammered pretty good. It's just some dude, man.
almost looks like he's got Wolverine hair. Oh no, that's just a shadow. Okay. That's his collar or whatever.
Yeah.
Now I see it closer. Yeah, he just looks beat up.
Omer, quit snoring. I know you're getting bored with all this.
Hail Peter, that's a pad in the house.
Well,
Heyo.
I know there's some things other things. Do y'all like Steve Bissett?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna run the back. Oh, that looks great. I'm gonna run the bathroom real quick. I'll be back.
It's a
A
sign.
little too much info there, Omer. You could have just said be right back.
Here's the
Be right
thing.
back.
Here's
I'm gonna go take a piss.
I'm gonna go
you know,
take a big old dump. I'll be right back.
I'm just gonna drain the lizard, guys. I'll be right back.
get out of here.
Fuck it over.
You can look these up. Shadow,
Hmm.
and you can look them up, and they're signed.
Mm.
The portfolio is, and the portfolio is not a new one. It's from
Oh,
1980,
bro, that's just cool stuff, man. See, this,
1987. But every one of these inside of it were signed by him, not just the
damn.
cover. So, and that's
How many? Do you remember how many of them were in there? Was it like 16, 12?
I don't know. I don't think there was that many, but they were
Did
numbered.
it
It was
say like one of on
yeah,
a like
507 to 2,000.
507 and 2000? So there were only 2,000 of those made. Damn.
And how many of them got every one of them signed? And here's one
Exactly.
I
Probably
know
not
you
many. Yeah. Muckbuster. Oh.
like.
Nah.
Here's the reason I got this.
Marv says he's up for adoption, LZ, if you're looking for a new son.
Telling the reason I got it is because I looked at it and I almost got fooled by the printed signature. But when the guy had it signed, and I saw both signatures.
Okay, LZ, we cannot make out those signatures. Who is that?
Bernie Wrightson signed it over here.
Okay.
The copy of his signature is over here. That's on every one of these. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you can buy them without a signature, and it has the printed his reproductive signature.
Right.
Every one of these are signed by him. Every one in this portfolio.
Oh, damn. Okay. I didn't realize that was the same portfolio you were showing us. That's awesome, dude. Yeah,
But
I want to be adopted too, LZ. You got room? You got room for twins? Me and Marvel will move in tomorrow.
well,
Mars, I'll have a stroke soon.
here's the this was done by Neil Adams, believe it or not. No,
Fucking
his
guys are
movie.
killing me today.
This is done by Ed String.
Thank you, by the way. I feel much better than I did earlier today, guys. I'm glad I did the stream instead of canceling.
I'm glad you did too.
You guys are fucking
This-
murdering me today.
This is from the Adler. This is from Jack Adler's house. It's
Dude, that's so cool.
a Bronze Age from the 50 Cent. But here's the cool thing is I've got the photograph that he took of what's supposed to go here.
Oh, really?
The piece.
Because that was one of those combined photo covers when it was done.
This is without the photo in it.
Right.
Now,
Oh, that's so cool, bro.
I can put the photo behind it and have the cover. When I dig
Ow,
it
Eric,
out.
don't worry about it, brother. You're welcome to hop in anytime, dude. If you're done eating, come on in. We'll still keep going for a little while.
Here's another instance.
As long as I'm still having fun, I'll keep going. I'm getting hungry though.
Yeah, it's time to eat almost.
Mm.
Look at this 25 center here. But look at the photograph. This is the actual photograph from a Polaroid camera he took. Now, I know you can't tell much, but it's got right down here. It's got like 5 of those artists down here. I
Ah,
couldn't
okay.
tell you. I'd have to read up to see who they all are, but it's people like we know Cluda and Neil Adams, all those guys. So it's a part of history. It's kind of the way I see it.
Marv is
That's
killing me over here.
no,
You can't.
that's what he wants, man. I'll send it to him. He can't have everything. Don't get
He's
greedy.
already calling you dad.
Hand painted.
Oh, bro. I love Aquaman. I got a big fat collection of old Aquaman from the late 60s and early 70s.
Well, this is one
Fucking-
here. DC
Nobody
Super.
liked Aquaman. I don't know why I did.
I like it. 'Cause there's your certificate that goes with it.
He never got very popular.
It's hand painted though, brother.
That's
Handmade.
fucking cool, bro.
It was one of the first ones I got.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I loved it.
I mean,
They
I've
used to
got.
do like that with the Disney cells and shit, right? They would hand paint every cell back in the day, and like so
Now,
when you
see,
bought one, it was an
I
actual
understand. There's people that tell you they didn't use the acetates back in the '60s. Bull.
bullshit.
They used them back in the '50s, and I got
Hmm.
them from that 3D Superman. But what they get confused is a lot of times these things right here were often, you know, thought that's the only way they did it. You know, these are your 4 color separate. That's the whole cover.
Oh,
Okay,
that's the yeah the 4 color separation. When you go through each one, it'll have like a less,
different color.
only 3 colors and 2, then down to black and white.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
then they had to print like the different colors like
yeah. I'll show
in
you
different
one.
runs back then, right?
I had this. It was like lithograph, different color for each time. Then the next
Hmm.
one's a black and white line art.
Oh, that's cool.
What's cool is I got one of these signed by Joe Kubert.
Really? Oh, dude.
I think it's the kind of stuff that goes in museums, in my opinion.
Dude, man, I hope you got good security at your house. You're gonna have some comic book nerds coming to try and crack your safe.
Meet Smith and Wesson if you come
Mar
to my.
Marv is coming all the way over from Portugal with a gang of fucking Portuguese.
Tell Marv he don't have to come over with no gang. He can just come on over.
Look it
And I
over. That's a great one too, Dad.
got one here. I got the same thing, but it's a different one. It might have been the one that was signed.
That's awesome, bro. I love that kind of stuff. Just seeing the process. I've got like I found a bunch of old because I used to work for a newspaper when I was down in Houston in the '90s, and I found a bunch of their old um, copper printing plates.
That's worse than bucks if you
And
had those.
I got a stack of them somewhere, dude. They're in my fucking storage.
You better
Fucking
find we'll put
dude,
some on.
they were getting thrown out. They had all
Uh,
these framed, all
so
these
all this
framed.
stuff. You see all this stuff I showed you? All of it was
Mhm.
getting thrown out, man. They had pallets of it.
Well,
The
dude,
chunk-
see, here's the thing. In Houston, they used to have 2 newspapers, right? They had the Chronicle and the Post. Well, the Post went out of business, and the Chronicle ended up buying their printing plant, which was on the southwest side of Houston. So when
Okay.
I first started with the company, that's where I was stationed. I wasn't downtown at the original Chronicle. I was at the new plant. So down in the basement, they had taken down all the stuff off the walls and everything. You know, when you come into like a big
They were
studio or whatever, and they've got pictures.
masterpieces. If I had
Oh, dude,
masterpieces, wow.
black and white photos from the '60s and shit in fucking really nice frames. I grabbed a shit ton of them, dude, and just brought them home. And some of them are signed on the back. They've got like it's celebrities, fucking authors, like
My
all
friend,
kinds of shit.
look,
Yeah,
so
newsworthy events.
perspective. Take that this into perspective. I go to an estate sale. This guy, he's outside selling the garage, and he had a picture of Dolly Parton, and he said, "Yeah, this is her fan club. It was signed." He sold it to me for $1. Oh, I took it and sold it for $100, just like that. I mean, I didn't have to wait long. You got celebrities, you got copper plates. You get cash for them. If you're not willing to, oh, I got to keep them. You know, if you're willing to make some money, go throw them up there and take what start up. Your daughter knows how to do that if you can find them.
All right, are we good now? Okay.
All that stuff I want to keep.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm gonna take that Bernie Wrightson Frankenstein and have them fucking incinerate with me and put me in my urn with it.
Now, my friend thought this might be a photograph of Bob Kane's art, but he couldn't prove that. So he
Huh.
called it a Batman proof rough.
Wow.
He took photographs of stuff he liked.
Hmm.
And man, when my friend went in his house in New York, he bought huge boxes of stuff. He bought all he could buy. And his friend that went with him, he says, okay, he helped him. He said, we'll make a deal. I want he had a library of books. He got all
Wow.
those.
No
But my
shit.
friend got all the production art, all the
Wow.
artwork that was, he got it
Hey,
all. Everything.
Scarlet Fever, good to see you,
Yes.
darling. Little bug.
Little sweetheart. Yeah.
Scarlet's a Southern Belle.
Now, have you ever heard of Smacky Duck?
All right, do I have people waiting to get in backstage?
Do we?
No. Okay. No, it's just because I kicked myself. Sorry. All right, boys and girls, I think we're going to start
Eat
getting
some lunch.
ready to wrap this up because I'm getting hungry. And I got a half of a calzone left over from dinner last night that is calling my name. So I'm going to go grab that and
Enjoy.
take a little break before we do the 4 o'clock shadow with Rex. I, I
We carried
don't
on
know.
for a couple hours.
Dude, yeah,
I'm gonna
I'm
take a
kind of
little
surprised.
nap.
And we never even got to the comic yet. So tune in next week. Next week, folks, for volume 2 of Black and White and High Octane by Pedro. Sorry that we didn't get to it today, but we had a nice, lively chat, and you guys made me feel much better. So
Yeah.
thank you
We
all
love
for being
you.
here,
Awesome.
and I look forward to seeing you soon. I will be on the 4 o'clock shadow today with Rex Christian. Please come and join us. Hello.
Enjoy your lunch.
Later, everybody.
Hey, how's it going?